Hello, hello, test, test. Test, test. All right. Let's hope my internet doesn't die again today. I unscrewed the bottom plate of the router because I think it may be overheating, but we'll see. Yeah. So I've been making a plan for the next 3 weeks. Until the 20th. I've set out all the to-dos. And I'm not sure if I should put them in the to-do file, but yeah, that's reasonable. But for me, it's much more practical to have them on paper. Anyways, I'll put them in the to-do file so you can see what my plan is. And I mean, it's kind of similar to what's here, but let's put them in and let's call it plan. Then consolidate with what's left down here. So let's do it by day. So on the 26th, that is today, I hope. Yeah. I will work on static monsters. Actually, that too, but first I will put it back in prey animals. Because they... first of all, it's in the Steam description, so it should be in the game. Second of all, they provide a... they make the game more diverse if there's not just things that attack you. But yeah, anyways, they go back in. That means the yeah, it'll be just a deer. Move mushrooms underground. And then it is static monsters. And that's the title of the video. So right now all the monsters are placed by an algorithm, if you can call it that. And I am disabling that algorithm and placing them all by hand. So I've done that already yesterday. Let me see. Yeah, so I did one vertical line across the map at the top and placed enemies. So there's this hut here, and there are now skeletons that are fixed, and as well down here at the dungeon entrance. Here's another skeleton. Here are more skeletons. Here's a bear. Here are a couple of spiders with spider webs. This house is surrounded by undead, and here I have kobolds, more spiders, bears, and you get the gist. You get the idea. And here are more spiders, for example. So that's how I'll do it for the whole map. And then what's still procedurally generated are resources. And the reason for that is, as you can see, I haven't, well, it's probably hard to see, but I haven't put enemies on every single patch. So if I show the patches, they are not on every single one, because that would be lame. But what that means is that well, it's kind of related, it's not a reason, but the path runs through these patches. And if I place resources like potions and food is the most critical, by hand, and I don't want to place a lot of food, so that means there will be gaps between patches where there's no food. But as you can imagine, there's a strong possibility to have a path generated that never runs through a food patch. And that'll mean the death of the player. So food is generated along the path, as is what else is? Yeah, prey animals will be, that's the deer. Well, maybe I'll add a boar. But yeah, that's the plan. I'll place monsters, but nothing else. Maybe a container here and there. The lower containers that have potions in them. And I also updated the entity display to show me the names. Just to make it easier to place them. So I could place, let's say, well, that's a bad placement. But I could place 2 vases or urns here, and that's fine. So some resources are fine, but especially food will still be proc-gened. And I've playtested a little bit. I mean, this is just one strip. It's about this high on the map. That's maybe a 1/5 or a 1/6 of the map that runs across vertically that I've done. So I'll do the rest today. That'll be grueling. And I also have to place the enemies in the dungeons, because they won't be proc-gened there as well anymore. And the reason for all of this is that it feels much more natural. It feels much more interesting as well. Even though now, of course, if you get two paths that both run through this patch, then it'll be kind of lame. But there's a 50-50 chance that the path goes into a different direction than what you had last time. So I think that's a good trade-off. It makes the world more recognizable. You can more easily orient yourself and stitch together in your mind how the map actually looks, just from running many paths along it. And what I can also do is split the enemies by region. So I can have some enemies more in this stony region and some more in this earthy region. So that'll diversify the game even more, because right now, I mean, I have these region markers, but the only reason I can think of now why I should have them is for sound. But I should maybe keep it for sound. But yeah, that's the plan for today. I hope I can. It was surprisingly quick. So this one pass, vertical pass, took me 1.5 hours. So it's feasible that I can finish this today. If not, then I'll just carry it on into tomorrow. Because there's a bit more room there. And I have buffer days. So unless 3 or 4 things go horribly wrong and take much more time than I anticipated, which I can hopefully avoid by being clever or by cutting things or dumbing down things, then I should be fine. So let's continue with the list. Of course, I'm trying to avoid cutting things. And that is cutting before the Steam review. I still have a week after I sent the game in for review to work on it. And that's also planned out. So that's the first day. Second day is updating the store texts and screenshots. So when I have these static monsters in the world, I can create good screenshots. And maybe I should use plus signs here. Commas is, or vertical dashes. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, store texts and screenshots. So the store text it's basically fine. I want to tone it down a bit. For example, I don't have it open anymore. But it says the path leads through many diverse regions. Maybe remove the many for now. I mean, it will in the end, but not for the release. And yeah, setting expectations, I should tone that down a little. But everything else is pretty much in the game. But that's what I'll do. I'll create a more detailed list of the features that are in the game, so that everyone can can have a picture of what they're buying. So that's what that is about. And let's add capsule to that, because the capsule, I think is called the capsule, is the image on the top right above the short description. That has the font in that is too small, so I'll have to update that. I hope they let me. And that's that. That's of course not filling a whole day. So I'll add intro and outro, story. And I'm not sure if I'll make it a dialogue or just a wall of text, which is a bit lame, but solid and easy. So I'll decide tomorrow. Then 28th is path progression. That's scale monsters and loot. That is finalizing the algorithm that scales the monster levels along with the player and the drop chances. That means playing the game all day and tweaking numbers. And maybe let's put that first. Increase path to 150. So maybe I'll increase the path length to 150 patches. So there are 500 in the pool, about 500. So I should be able to have a path with 150 tiles, patches, without it getting, without it hanging up, because it can't find one, because it runs into itself too often, things like that. And there are actually very little constraints on where the path can go. So it should be easy. And 100 tile patches might be too little. This is also a good number because it divides the path in 3. That makes it easier to think about. Yeah, so that will be scaling on the 28th, then 29th. Actually I should swap that maybe. Don't need to. Make +1 and +2 gear unique. That's what I've been working on yesterday, but I haven't finished. And then and then comes balancing. That means more playing the game, and this time it's balancing food and level up. Actually, level in general. So, well, this is about progression and difficulty. This is about survival and pressure. So I'll have to probably come up with a scheme where I can, well, it might actually be just me sitting in a test room, changing the level of the player and then fighting stuff. Okay, day 30 or 30th of this month is more balancing, and that's potions and medicine. And yeah, actually, let's call this yeah, this is messed up. This is confused. Should be level and scale monsters. And that should be like that. Yeah. Food and gear. And then potions and medicine. Or let's call it consumables and ammunition. It's better. Okay, 31st. There's no 31st. But there's a first. That is a day reserved for final core gameplay tweaks. I'll just play the game and see if there's anything that needs changing. So second is feature lock. Let me break it in the next to do. See me break it in the next to do. So that is DPI 720p 800p and then NPC texts. Actually, let's put a 0 there. So that's technical stuff. And adding, giving text to the NPCs that are in the game. Yeah, I think I have one thing missing. Oh, that's the next day. Yeah, it's good that I go over this again. So let's swap this out with the 3rd, so this is the 3rd. On the 2nd of May, I'll add overworld, secret, overworld, and trances. And next region teaser. Let's move that here. Yeah, so after the game is it's actually a good question. When do I start with the next region? Should be after the early access release. But I should make a roadmap. But now that I know how to make these regions, because I did one before, it should only take me a month or two to create the next one. And so there are currently, I also have to think about how I stitch them together. But there are currently 4 big regions in the map, not in the game. In the game there's only one of those 4. But the map is currently large enough for 4 regions. The 3 other regions are have topology, but no, they're not defined, but the topology for them is there. A couple of ideas are there. So that's 3 more. But the total map so these 4 regions sit in the center of the actual map. So I think there's if has links. I think there should be 10 other regions, space for 10 other regions in that map. So that's of course gigantic. Maybe I should start thinking in these terms. Let me actually check that. How can I check that? How's it going, Fuzzlings? How do you feel about releasing the game soon? I wish I had more time, of course. I feel a bit stressed, but nothing I can't handle. So yeah. I'm currently making the plan, and I think it's realistic, so that's calming. Yeah, I think there's never enough time. Yeah, that's true. But I mean, it's only an early access release, so it's not like it's the end. And I only do bug fixes after that. It's actually more of a beginning. Okay, that sounds too corny, but it's still a big day. Added game to session. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. Appreciate it very much. Yeah, my wish list grew, I think, by 8 yesterday. That's the largest it ever grew in a single day. So that's awesome. So how large is the map? Yeah, it is. Goes up 2 other regions. 2 other squares. So here's 0y. And then this goes up to here. Thanks. So yeah, I think there's space for okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 16 regions in total. And early access is 1 region. I might have to start thinking about how I stitch them together. I'm following you for quite some time now, mostly silent lurking from time to time. That's nice to hear. Thanks. I like the game vibe. It has a vibe, yeah, that's for sure. And I wish I had more music in it, but that's actually one of the days I've planned. So yeah, maybe I'll get a couple of songs in, additional songs. So the third secret world entrances. And that's actually it. Yeah, secret world entrances. I mean, that's a lot of work. That hopefully I can get that done in a day. Then feature log, see if that holds. Oh yeah, there it is. Missing music and stingers. Actually not sure if I used this term correctly, but it's for when you enter the game, there should be a little musical note. If you die, there should be one. And yeah, missing music. That's enough for now. I'll decide what I'll add when the day comes. Then on the 5th, I will, yeah, that's just playtest and polish. Windows, Steam, and on the 6th as well. Then on the 7th, that is the biggest question, is trailer, recording, audio, music, planning, recording. I'm not sure if I should create a pure gameplay trailer with music track behind it, or if I should actually talk over it, be on camera for a split second and then talk over the game or footage. I mean, it's equally as hard because I'm not a video editing person, but I should be able to get it done. Recording footage and then just cutting it up. I could actually do that with FFmpeg. So that's... I could actually do that. I mean, I saw a few of your shorts and background noises and minimalistic style fits. So you mean I should create a trailer for Steam that just... I'm not sure if I like full voiceover wouldn't break the immersion. Yeah, that's true. That is true. And without voiceover it's easier, even. But the thing is, I can't stitch together gameplay clips and leaving the game audio in, because that's... I think that would be weird. There should be... Or I could just lay one music track under it. I record the gameplay without music in the game, of course. Or maybe with the atmosphere sound on and then lay music under it. Don't take anything I say for an advice. I know nothing really about game dev. But I'm sure you've watched a lot of trailers, and that's be it film or video game, so that qualifies you. I could just try that out. Record footage. Underlay with music. Oh, and then I need a record pan into title in world. So that would be the easiest thing. So I just play the game, record with OBS. I splice together the footage using FFmpeg, which is pretty easy. Then I dub music under it. And then I record a camera movement in the game towards the game title from black. And then that's it. That might actually, it feels like cheating, but it might actually work. And I don't want a super flashy trailer with orchestral drums. Okay, that's trailer, and then trailer upload. And I'm not sure how long it should be. Maybe pretty short. Let's say 30 to 60 seconds or something. 30 might be a bit short. I'll have to feel that out. Okay, that's buffer and upload. 9 is create review bundle. Let's call it build. Create a review build and test on Steam. 10th, submit for review. Test and submit. So then on the 11th, let's mark this. On the 11th. Okay, so after the game is in review, I can relax a bit and do some fun things. That is animal particles. Let's call it critter particles. That is birds flying in the sky or bugs zigging through the air or firebugs or rats scattering when you enter a dungeon. Fun that should not be allowed. I'm keeping it low with the fun, but sometimes no, this is actually making this game is a lot of fun. There's nothing I'd rather do. So mood readables is on the 12th. That is just letters, books that can be found. Not sure if you can pick these up because they have no other use than to be read. So you might have to step onto them and then read them and then walk away. Did you consider reaching out to streamers with keys? Maybe it's worth for promoting it further. No. Not for the early access. The game is just not at a stage where it fits a mass audience. Not sure if it ever will. But yeah, I'm keeping it grassroots for now. I mean, I'm uploading shorts every day and streaming the game development, and that should slowly spread the word. But I'm not trying to blast the world with the title of my game. And at least right now. That might change if I actually go out of early access. I'm not an expert in these types of games, but probably there are some very popular streamers who specialize in Dwarf Fortress and other ASCII type games. I'm sure. Yeah. Pretty sure. There's a YouTuber for everything. I kind of get it, but there's a niche for sure. Yeah, this is a niche game, and I hope I find the people that play into that niche. What's the word? I hope I find the people that like this niche, but I'm not keen on finding everyone else, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that's the strategy. Mood readables. I used to watch a YouTuber who made stories in Dwarf Fortress. It's kind of a different genre, but the appeal it seems similar, even if I never played it myself. I think I know the channel you mean. Yeah, Dwarf Fortress is amazing. I haven't played it in quite a while, but I played it quite a lot. And it's amazing. Appeal seems similar. Well, the thing is, Dwarf Fortress is immensely complex, and this game is not, yet at least. So I'm starting with the bare bones here. And I know the visuals might imply that there's incredible depth, but there just isn't right now. But that's what I'm working on. Just takes a lot of time. After mood readables comes rain, soundscapes. Oh, that's just one. And duplicate sound effects. Yeah, that's so that if you hit a bush, it doesn't always sound the same, because that's pretty annoying as it is right now. And then 14th, environmental sound effects. And those are river, or let's say water, birds, etc. And then monster. What did I? Vocalizations and move sounds. So this is all about sound, it appears. The week after I submitted for review. So this is 1 week from release. App mode fades and UI polish. So I read the manual, and you can update the game after you've submitted it for review. So that's pretty cool. Then from the 16th until the 18th, that's just balance and polish. On the 19th, if everything goes well, that is, the game goes through the review and is not rejected, then I green light the release. And on the 20th is release on Steam. And yeah, I'll stream. Not sure the game. I should probably. So right now it's set up for release on the 20th on 12 p.m. That's my time, I think. Which is 6 in the morning, USA. So maybe I should move this to 6 p.m. and then stream on the hour. Something like that. And yeah, and that's the plan. So we got about 12 hours today. Well, 14 if I really stretch it to do these static monsters. And yeah, I mean, tomorrow is relatively chill. I will, of course, if I have time left in a day, start with the next thing. And then see if... Yeah, but I'll have to lock the features here, otherwise... I mean, they will be unlocked on release day, but... I just hope I haven't forgotten anything. Because that would be bad. But if I look at this list, create trailer, replace screenshots, add the ending, particles, balance, readables, DBI, fade in stingers, music, soundscapes, top level items, and that's it. And make save games portable. That's not in early access, but that might be needed in the future. Oh, actually, I still need to... Oh, that's bad. I'm not compressing the save files. And I kind of... Can I? Inflate. No, I can't unzip. Yeah, I can't compress, I mean. That's kind of bad. So the save game is still gigantic. I mean, it's 50 megabytes. And it... Oh, yeah, actually it will never grow in size. Considerably, at least. Yeah, it's 50 megs. If I would compress this, it'll be 1 megabyte, but that will grow. Let's just keep it that way. 1 megabyte is not that bad. Yeah, but I can't compress it, so it's 50. I mean, patch for Notepad is probably 500 megabytes, yeah. I mean, I know that for Minecraft, save files can grow to a couple of gigabytes. So 500 megabytes is not bad, but that's larger than the executable. Range, yeah, executable is 22. And if I just had the code to zip it, I mean, that's not a game breaker. Still fine. Yeah, but that's something to keep in mind. Let's write that down under bugs. Save file is not compressed. Got run to some stuff around the house. Good luck with stream and development. Thanks. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. Have fun doing some stuff around the house. I'll see you next time. Yeah, actually, I'll have to go to the bathroom for a second and I'll be right back. Bum, 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 bum. I still haven't decided if if I use the extra monsters to scale the lower ones up procedurally, or if I just use them up and scale every monster. So I have... So yeah, they are always paired. So the raptor is the stronger version of the lizard. Goblin of kobold, skeleton of undead. Well, these are actually kind of flipped. But yeah. Yeah, so I'll just continue. What I do is I take every second patch, or at least I leave distance between monster groups. And then I create a little group or little area where the monster lives. So here I have skeletons here, so I probably don't want them here as well. But on the other hand, yeah, so it's not certain that the player goes down this path. They could also just continue here, so it doesn't matter too much how diverse an area is, as long as it's somewhat diverse. So maybe let's put a single spider here, but oh, I'll have to do the whole map today, so I don't want to get too much into detail. I could put a bear here. Let's put... So there's a hut, so there's probably undead walking around here as well. And in here, put an undead there, and maybe not in here. So note to myself, skeletons are associated with the ruins, but the undead are with the huts. And that's just how it is right now. I'll probably swap these some of these huts out for something different later. But right now that's what's in the game. and I don't have enough time. That is this week. I'll have time in 3 weeks to add new stuff to the game. Okay, let's place some undead here. These will walk around, so exact placement is not that important. Should just be a challenge. And I have 2 weeks of playtesting ahead of me, so I'll adjust the numbers accordingly. Then let's make this whole thing a... Oh, let's not make it that hard. Let's make the whole thing a spider nest. And I need spider webs. Something like that. And then let's leave this calm, for the lack of a better word. I like this area, but let's leave it empty. And maybe just put these two here. Not sure about the urns, but yeah, if I need to, I can find them and remove them. Okay, let's not get lost here. Let's pan over east. So there's nothing on this patch and nothing here. So let's put a... What could I put? Kind of monster could I put here? Maybe kobolds? But do I have them? Yeah, over here. Let's just put them here. I have this, okay, there's nothing here. There's also nothing here. So let's put wolves down here, maybe. Or there are wolves up there. Then let's put a jackal down. Leave this empty. And some spiders. There's a jackal. Let's put some skeletons in front of this thing. There's a mammoth. I could cut this in half, but let's leave it that way. Okay, there are skeletons here. And there's nothing there. Let's just have some kobolds here. And yeah, there's one wolf. There's another one there. Yeah, I'll really have to mark these so I can see them easily. With just some dirt. Okay, let's leave this empty. Skeletons over here. And this one, maybe I'll add some skeletons as well. I have the undead here. Okay, this is a large patch. Maybe just add some jackals. And this one, let's leave that one empty. Actually, let's leave this one empty as well. Okay, and this one's also empty. But here I can extend the temple above. And put down some skeletons. But with this one, maybe spiders. Small spider nest. With yeah, 2 of them. And some spider webs again. Oops. Okay. Let's move the mammoth down here. And make it more visible. Okay, I have these patches. This one's empty. This one has one jackal. Oops, it had one. Yeah, there's a kobold camp up there. Let's leave this tile empty, and there's a temple thing. So let's just extend that. Plop down some skeletons. Here as well. That's fine. For here, let's leave this empty. This as well. Maybe put an undead here. Okay. This stretch is... Well, why did I put undead here? Should be skeletons. Let's just put down one. And I can add, because this is a temple thing, I can add some temple tiles. Maybe with less of these bushes. And then plop down a skeleton. And I'm not sure about these little stools. Yeah, they should probably go. I mean, they're cute, and I'll use them for human campfires, but not for kobold campfires. They should maybe carry some... Not carry, but have stashed some loot. Okay, more skeletons. Let's leave this empty. I could... yeah, let's leave this empty as well. Put some more skeletons over there. Okay, how far down am I? Yeah, I should I should pass to the east again. Let's leave this empty and put okay, undead up there. Let's just put a jackal here. Nothing here. Undead here. And inside. And I can, yeah, put skeletons there. 3 ones might be pushing it. Not sure if the player can handle that, but we'll see. Okay, let's leave this empty as well. Let's put a spider nest in here. For spiders, that's pretty deadly. Okay. Let's put a jackal down there. And it's on stone. I might actually be able to just plop down kobolds. Does that make sense? Put a bear here. Maybe another one here. That's pretty dangerous. Okay, wolves. Then I can't skip this one. Oh yeah, there's temple stuff. That means skeleton time. This also looks like a bear area. Maybe a jackal up there somewhere. No, that's enough. Let's make this passage full of spiders. And down here, maybe as well. Maybe this whole thing could be a spider thing. Okay. Yeah, there's a temple. That means skeleton. This looks like could house kobolds. And then let's leave this empty. This has spiders. This large one has, yeah, I mean, it has jackals right now, but should actually be wolves. Wolves, wolves, wolves. Okay, more skeletons. Something like that. And let's add more wolves, because why not? Oh, I should make this dirt patch. This one as well. Then let's leave these empty. There's more skeletons over here. Okay, this is a large patch here. Do I add 3 of them? Yeah. Okay, more skeletons. Also a very large patch here. And then, yeah, this can be empty. But actually, let's plop down some kobolds here. Yeah, that's kind of the height arrived at. I think that's not what I wanted. Okay, that's new. Oh, I think maybe lizards on the stone fields. Let's put spiders down here. What also will be interesting is the player can spawn right here on this P marker, so it might actually be a tragic beginning. I'll have to. I'll see. I'll see when I play. Okay, spiders here, and then this is also a very. Oh no, it's cut here. Okay, this is one larger thing. Let's put down more of the temple tiles. And some skeletons. And here, maybe nothing. And here, maybe a jackal. And a bear. I could start putting down lizards in this region. Yeah, let's take this. Where am I? Let's take this cobalt and make it a lizard. And then these wolves as well. Okay, it begins here. Yeah, I'm kind of making it up as I go. But the goal is a challenging but what's the word? Challenging but variable game. So it's not always, it's diverse is the wrong word, but you get what I mean. There should be a good distribution of the enemy types. Okay. Maybe let's leave that one. Okay, this one is pretty tricky. Let's put spiders here. Okay, thankfully this is pretty easy. This is just skeletons, and then undead. And up here, I can put down some kobolds. Or, yeah. And let's leave that one free. This one looks like a pretty nice spider thing. Spider den. Where are the spiders? There they are. That looks pretty deadly. Continuing on. Maybe I put some more temple stone around here and fill it with skeletons. Okay. What do I put here? Maybe let's leave this alone. And this as well. And here I can. So let's put cobalts here. Maybe with the fire. I have one down here, but let's not be stingy and put another one as well. Third one. But maybe just with one cobalt. And let's give them a bit of loot. And I hope, no, I didn't. They were all sitting on stools. Well, not anymore. Okay. So then I'll leave this one alone. This patch. And let's fill this with more temple. Add some more skeletons. Oops. Where am I? Here. Okay. I don't like these super geometric bushes and trees that I've set down. I mean, they were a good start, but a lot has changed since then. Okay, it looks much better. Going up here. Yeah, I could. Let's add lizards here. Well, with some more stones. To sell it. So here's one and here's one. Even though maybe not. New rule. I can only place lizards on actual gravel. Like this. So let's make it maybe kobolds. This looks like a nice fireplace, or place for a fire. But there's also no temple stuff here. So let's just place a jackal. And that's it. So let's leave this one empty maybe. Let's first look up here. This is pretty busy. Tempted to place temple stuff again. And skeletons. Because here is one. Let's make it clear. And this needs to go. Okay, we're actually not too far down. How did that happen again? Did I do this one? Okay, let's leave this empty. This is set. This is set as well. Let's look at this one. I can place lizards down here. And skeletons. And there's nothing on here. And or here. That's fine. How deep was I? Okay, here. Let's place goblins. There. And maybe another goblin down here for some reason. Okay, there are lizards there, so what do I place here? Let's raise a false shack, which is bad, I know. But then I can place undead. And let's make it a bit less bad by collapsing this thing or something. Okay, that's a bad roll on the thing, but that's it's actually working. That's pretty good. Undead. Yeah. Okay, nice. Let's make this bridge made out of stone. Okay, lizards, and there's nothing there. I can put some skeletons down there. So there are lizards here. There's a bear. Okay, so I've arrived at the same height I was before. Wait, did I do this one? It looks pretty empty. Because this thing is so large, let's extend it. Over here. And place some skeletons. Okay, that's good. Good enough at least. Let's see. More skeletons. That one's empty. Empty, empty. Then there should probably be something here. So let's put down kobolds. I don't like that this conflicts with the markers all the time. But I'll absolutely need the P marker at least. So I can't delete that one. Okay. This one's pretty nice as well for a campfire, but already did that up there. So maybe I'll just prop down nothing here. But maybe a jackal here. Yeah. So this continues on. Let's leave this empty. And put some wolves down there. Okay, I have that one, and that's the end of the map. So let's go back again. And for reference, I need to get down here. So that's... where was that? Halfway? Kind of. Not quite. And the western side goes down further, so... I think I'm 1/3 of the way with this task, but then yeah, all the dungeons and interiors I'll have to do as well. Let's put in another false hut because I want undead. So let's put this marker over here. Oops. That's not what I wanted. And let's use the hut textures and raise this. Let's play around a bit. Why isn't this forming a bar? Okay, this looks like an old hut. Oh, this has Zelda vibes with these stones. If you know that you can push the small ones. That looks like something you would get to later in the game. That's pretty cool. Undead. More undead. Should I make an interior for this? Probably, but... Might be more interesting if it has no interior. Okay, I did this one, I said nothing here, nothing down here. Let's put a lizard down here, because why not? Kobolds. And then there's nothing here. Nothing there. And then we're in the small village. It's pretty easy. It's just dead people. Maybe I should... maybe I should place these corpses here. Well, these huts are so small. But actually I can do this. That makes it really eerie. So these corpses will be placed by the algorithm. I mean, there's no algorithm, it's just chance. Placing some by hand especially for mood, like here, shouldn't collide with that, so it should be fine. And yeah, I've been thinking about this building for quite a while, and I don't... Well, I like it very much, but it's from a lore perspective, I mean, it might actually work. Wait, does it work? Yeah, that works. Let's say the this would have collapsed probably. So let's collapse it a bit. But you should still recognize what it was. Might have overdone it. Something like this. But yeah, I like the large interior. Yeah, what I forgot to put on the list is button prompts. Not sure if I should add them. Just because every other game has it. Because the controls are super simple. Yeah. I don't think you'll need them. Okay. Oh, there's actually space for some. It's actually undead territory. So let's place these guys and some skeletons as well. Yeah, let's make this kind of dangerous. And here as well. Skeleton. Oh, and I haven't placed skeletons here at all. Yeah, I mean, these are things I'll hopefully catch during playtesting. All the balancing work. Let's put another slab of temple down here. Okay. These other three are not, they don't have interiors yet, at least. So no need to place anything there. Okay, here's a bear, and let's leave this empty. This one as well, maybe. Here I can add more temple theme. This bridge as well should probably belong to the rest. It's a bad roll, that's good. Yeah. Let's make it less square. Okay. Skeletons. That's enough. Maybe let's place one more. And let's continue the theme from up here. Okay. Now we're on this one. That looks like a couple of skeletons. And here as well. Okay. There's kobolds up there. So maybe I'll leave this empty. I can't put a lizard down here. And then we are here. Let's leave this one empty. Place some lizards. Okay. I have to be careful so that I don't miss any of these. So I can place more temple stuff around this. Not sure why it's missing that. And skeletons. Many skeletons. Okay, I can put lizards down here. Maybe leave this empty. And there is a dungeon down there, so let's put down stones. And a skeleton. And yeah, what I'm just realizing is that in this dungeon there could be kobolds or spiders living in there, and they should also then appear outside of it. Let me write that down somewhere. Let's see it for when I make the interiors. So I'll just go over the interiors and swap out the skeletons. So that's fine. Okay. Yeah, I know it's only been 2.5 hours, but I'll leave it here for today. I will continue doing this until I keel over. And yeah, I'll be back live tomorrow. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow is Monday. Yeah. Yes, I'll be back live tomorrow with hopefully this completed, and then I'll show how it looks. Yeah, but I'll go offline and I'll listen to a podcast because this is repetitive work. And it's not that interesting to watch. So I might as well watch a podcast, listen to a podcast while I do this, and show you the result tomorrow. So yeah, you've seen the plan. You can hold me to it. I will do my best to adhere to it. But then, well, there might be changes, but then you'll figure that out, or I'll announce it. So what definitely won't change is the release date, unless I fail the Steam review. And I mean, if I fail it once, I might still be okay. If I fail it twice, then it's GG's for the 20th. So I don't see why I should fail the review, but you never know. I've thought that before with iOS and Android apps, and they discovered a problem. So, but I'm sending it in 1.5 weeks before the date. So I should have time to submit a second review. Should I fail the first one? But yeah, 20th it is. And if not, then you'll know. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And also thanks for all the wish lists and the nice comments. It's been really encouraging, especially the comments on the videos on YouTube. Yeah, it's heartening to see so many people vibe with the game. So yeah, thanks for that. And yeah, that is it for today. I'll see you tomorrow. I like streaming in the afternoon like I did today because, well, I just hate having a bright light on me in the night. It just screws with my brain and my eyes. But yeah, I'll see. I'll probably stream in the afternoon tomorrow, and if not, then in the evening. My time. That's CET. So actually with CEST now. Okay. Anyways.